feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions.
Don't allow no one to play God in your life. I hope y'all had a great new year. Do not allow no one to play God in your life. When you got faith, keep your faith. Sometimes we have family and friends who put doubt in us, say things to make us feel like we don't have faith. And the reason why I'm feeling like this, when I got up this morning, I was thinking back on something that was told to me a couple of days ago. And I noticed that a lot of people who say they love God don't seem to have the faith they used to have. Now, we can agree or disagree, and that's how the conversation went. And like I told this lady, I said, when you love God, no matter what been done, no matter what been said, always keep your faith. Because God always got the last say so on everything. Sometimes we as people, we put doubt within ourselves. We pick and choose on what we think going to happen, but God always got the last say so. That's why I tell y'all a lot of time, do not allow nobody to discourage you. This lady was sick and I was telling her, when you got faith in God, God always got the last say so. Don't allow your family, don't allow your friends to turn you away from your faith on what you know. Sometimes we as people, we always put doubt in what we think. Like, for instance, we have agreed to disagree on some things, and like I told this lady, the conversation went like, everybody not gonna see eye to eye on the same thing. I understand that. But like I told this lady, I don't want to get into detail what it really been about, but I'm just going to give an example. If somebody is sick, they got a sickness in their body, and a family member might be like, how am I gonna say it? Because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Someone may disagree and be like, I don't think you need to be around XYZ because you have a sickness. Me, and if I'm wrong, correct me. My belief always been, when you love God and you, because I know everybody not mentally there yet with God. I understand that. But like I explained to this lady, if you say you are elder, you supposed to have faith in God. You're not supposed to have, that's just my opinion, doubting. Because sometimes people will place doubt in us, which cause our faith to fail. And that's why it's very important that you keep your faith in God, not man. She felt that it'd been a good idea to, I guess, give her input on what she think going to happen. But like I told her, God always got the last say so on anything. I don't care if you got to walk through hell and you got one leg. If you got faith in God, I promise you, you're going to come out of hell with that one leg you went in hell with. That's just my opinion. But she have disagreed with me on that. And I'm not here to criticize nobody. That's why I always tell y'all, keep your faith in God. I don't care who you're around. I don't care if you're around somebody who smoke, drink, do drugs. When you got faith in God, ain't nothing going to shake you from that. And I've always been a strong believer, people who have faith in God, God made you and equipped you to be that way to help others be strengthened in that area where others can't knock you down, put doubt in you. So we have agreed to disagree on that. And like I told her, even pastors, I believe once you've been ordained to be a pastor, you've been already submitted in a higher place where you're supposed to help others keep people from doubting themselves. I believe things out here can weaken people, can cause people to turn away from God. I do believe that. But I do believe if your faith is really strong in God, nobody is not going to be able to turn you away, knock you down. They're not going to make you do anything out of the will of God because you is mentally strong enough to understand. The other day, me and my sister had a conversation about different things that's being hidden from us upon the face of the earth. I talk to y'all time and time. You know, I always been a strong believer that God treat all of us the same. He love us the same. But I believe all of us upon the face of the earth, we have different tasks that we got to do. But I would explain it to my sister because on live one night, we was talking about this beast. This beast is undescribable. It's like I can sketch it, but it's so hard for me to explain how it look because this beast is so ugly. It can't see, but it can sniff, right? Now, I believe some of us have been here over and over and over again. That's why we are able to make movies, see different things, have premonition on things like I've been here before because you was here and we just playing life back through all over again. But you're not going to have remembrance of the lifetime that you've been here prior. So what I was explaining to my sister, me and her was talking about it, and she was a strong believer that a lot of things being hidden from us, a lot of things people don't talk about, and I believe a lot of things is being blocked where people don't want to talk about it because of fear. But I believe we live in a time now where we need to wake up and realize the things that's around us, hidden things. The other night, I had to take my daughter somewhere and I noticed that I was seeing dead people. It was nighttime. I was seeing dead people here and there. It wasn't everywhere, just here and there, set up, just standing in one spot on the side of the road. And I explained to my sister, I saw this years ago when I used to live in Savannah. I saw this years ago. This is not nothing new. Sometimes I believe things that God allow us to see, man mind can't even comprehend because of the things that we go through every day, stress, unnecessary stress, drama. What I saw the other night, these people, these are spirits, spirits that have passed on. I believe it's spirits that have already passed on because the people clothes didn't look like the modern day clothes that people are wearing. It looked like old clothing from back in the day. It didn't spook me any, but I began to pray to God and ask God why is He allowing me to see it? And I understand a lot of things that God show us is not meant for everybody to know. I understand that. But it brought me back years ago when it happened, when I saw the same exact thing. Sometimes God allow us to see things not to put fear in us, but just to allow us to understand your gift have been activated. Prior to me seeing what I saw the other night, I see it here and there with people. And let me slow down a little bit. I had went to another town over to check my mail, and I noticed the car that was riding next to me was a lady. The car passed me, and I got back up near the car, and I noticed that it wasn't a lady, it was a man driving that car. I was seeing people in one colored car, in the car transform into a whole different colored car when it pulled in the parking lot. And at that time, I was on the phone with somebody when I saw it, and I'd be like, this is amazing because it was happening all that day. Not with everybody, but some people was transforming. It could be a man turning to a woman, but I understand God and I know some of y'all probably went through something like this, but you got to understand God allow you to see this because he allow you to see the spirit of that person. Sometimes we go through things in life where a person mind may not even understand. Sometimes people pray for different gifts and different things of God, but they not able to handle it when they see it. They get afraid. But I understood when I see it what it was. So we live in a time now we got to keep our faith because the unknown is peeping through slowly but surely. You got to have the vision, the mind to see these type things around us. Everybody don't have the eyes to see this type stuff. And I understand. And I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing if you don't see it. Because I understood even when I was a little child, me seeing these type things that used to put fear in me. Now I'm older, I don't have that type fear no more. When I see it, I understand what it is. Then for me to run from it. So I'm saying this to say this: keep your faith. Do not allow no woman, man, when you got a relationship with God, that's between you and God. Do not allow nobody to turn your thoughts away from what you know. When God tell you something, you bank on what you know. I don't care what it looks like. Sometimes God wants us to go through the fire. Sometimes he wants us to go through our trials and tribulations before we get where we supposed to go. He don't want us to give in. He don't want us to give up. Every day not going to be the same. Some days going to be better than others, but you always remember, keep your faith no matter what it look like. If you around somebody who doing you dirty, say to yourself, it's okay, but God going to take care of you. If somebody curse you, you got all right to curse them back. And if you choose not to, that's still good. You just say, because the Bible says, curse those who curse you. But you make sure you always keep your faith in God no matter what it look like. Because we live in a world right now, y'all, people is wicked. People is turning on you, family, friends. You don't need friends and family to live in this world. As long as you got God by your side, that's all you need. Sometimes God is trying to wake and shake you so you could be able to see beyond what's around you. If we around people all the time and we don't have time for ourselves, we're not going to be able to hear God. We're not going to be able to see the things that God wants to show us. Some of y'all know I was going through some things now for a couple months. And I really don't want to go to Facebook with that, y'all. I want to go to Facebook to encourage the people and do what God tell me to do. Don't allow nobody to knock y'all off your pivot. We live in a world where people who don't believe in God, and that's fine too, who want to knock the people off who believe in God. We got people right now who don't want us speaking about God to encourage the people because they want these people to stay in the same mindset. And you know what they do with people who talk about God? They torture them. They gang stalk them. They do weird things to knock them off their pivot just because they want to talk about God. I don't see none of God's people out here knocking anybody who believe in what they believe in. I haven't seen it. That's why I always say if everybody stay in their own lane, that's why I say whatever somebody believe in, that's your belief. But don't sit and come in my face, in my space. Let me believe in what I believe in. And I believe in God. I don't see anything wrong with it. But some people get very angry when you sit and you talk about God. I understand in life, when we give our time to God, that's when God give more to us. When we ashamed of God, God is ashamed of you. I'm not ashamed to talk about God. Every day I strive for my perfection every single day. I might don't stay in the same place I've been, but I'm striving for my perfection to be better than what I was yesterday. We all gonna have people who gonna say cruel things behind our back. We all gonna have somebody that say things or misunderstand or misunderstood us in the time that we speak about God. Not even understanding your trials and tribulation that you've been through. People don't care about that no more. I'm seeing pastors falling to the wayside who giving up. The hotel getting more crowded than the churches nowadays. You got husband and wives who believe in cheating and doing whatever is more important than doing what's right. And I'm not here to knock nobody. I tell anybody, if you are wrong me in my space, I always tell anybody, I don't run and tell people business. That's something I never believe in. But if you are wrong in my space, I'm going to tell you what's right. I'm not going to sit there and lead you wrong. I told this minister a while back, I said, look, everybody go through hardship. Don't get me wrong. We all going to find somebody who want to do something nice for us. But I don't think that's a good idea when you married. I don't care if your marriage going through holy hell. Don't ever let your good works be evil spoken of, because sometimes people will use that against you later. When you've been ordained by God, you got to show by example. That person may be like, I just want to take you to brunch or take you to a quick little dinner or whatnot. But you don't know that person's true intention. They seem like they mean well. But while you sitting there, you probably got somebody in the corner taking pictures to make it seem like you a bad person and you out here in these streets just because your mate choose to do so. Don't do it. Sometimes we got to talk to people that kind of way, because sometimes people can't see beyond on what's being shown to them at that time. That's why God wants us to sit here and show people the things they can't see. He wants us to help each other. He don't want us to sit back and keep our mouth shut, knowing the knowledge that he instilled in us. He wants us to help the other person see the things they can't see at that time. And she said, you know what, Sister Bunny, you right. She said, I never thought about it that way. You got people out here right now will knock other people off their pivot just because they're not in that spot. We just got to be mindful and look out for one another and love each other. Every day not going to be the same. Every day going to be different, like the seasons that change. One day you might be mad, one day you might be happy, one day hell, you might be cussing, ain't no telling. That's why we got to look out for each other. It's going to be okay. That's why I don't judge people. I never been the type that like to see nobody get done dirty. Keep your faith. I don't care what it look like. Your faith is what gonna carry you. God gonna decide with your life, with your faith. Sometimes when people tell you things on what they think or their opinion on something concerning your faith, and you choose to allow your gods to be down because of what that person tell you, because that's your family member, because you know them for a long time, because they might be older than you, that don't mean nothing. Your faith is very important, and that's what gonna carry you. Don't allow nobody to tell you different. And like I said at the beginning, if you got a sickness in your body, I don't care if you walk here to hell. If you got faith in God, God gonna make sure nothing gonna be able to touch you. You're gonna come out of hell with all your limbs on your body because of your faith is what carried you. I don't care if you wrong somebody who drinking. Your faith is what gonna protect you. Stop allowing people to put doubt within your mind. These doubt that come within your mind, sometimes these little doubts that's placed there, you creating your own reality. Don't allow nobody to help create your reality. God made you more stronger than that. And if anything, if God tell you to do anything, you do what God tell you to do. Man makes see different because they don't have the eyes to see. They don't have the understanding that you and God have. So if God tell you to say something, do something, you do what God tell you to do. Could you just never know how you helping somebody else? I don't care if God said a bird gonna pluck somebody eyeball out. If God tell you that, that's what it gonna be. You need to pass the message on and let that person know. Because he is an angry God too and a loving God. A lot of time people just say God just only a loving God because the reason why a lot of people, and I'm not going to say all people think like this, but the reason why I think people only think like that, because when they do wrong, they always believe no wrong can come to them when they start doing wrong things. They don't believe in punishment. They just believe in God. Yeah, God is a forgiving God. Yes, he is. But God also is an angry God. So if God tell you to do whatever, do what God say. Don't even worry about how would a person think. Stop pulling. Why you keep biting him? You're gonna have his body sore. Don't do that. I wish my camera been working. I had ordered that oh goodness, my cam. I don't know y'all. You already know what's going on with that. You know, I can't turn my camera on, so that's I gotta talk to y'all like this. My camera doesn't work, okay? But it's fine. That's not gonna stop me from talking to y'all, telling y'all Happy New Year. I hope y'all had a good New Year. But other than that, keep your faith. Don't give up on your faith at all. I don't care if somebody whatever somebody thinks, still keep your faith. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Your faith is what gonna carry you. If my faith carried me all these years out of town with no map to people houses I don't know, but God took me to the right home. If my faith take me places that man mind can't even fathom, I know God can do the same thing for you too. He don't never hold one above the other. He only give you what you can bear, what you can take. But he will never let you down. Don't never let nobody put that differently within your mind. Keep your faith, love God, speak about God. That's how you gain your pointers. I don't care if you got to talk to the wind. I don't care if you got to talk to them dogs and them cat. Listen, do what you got to do. And God going to honor that for you. Sometimes we as people, we lack in life because we don't want to give back out, which is good that God give to us. We keep that stuff bottled in because we believe nobody don't want to hear it. Got cat and dog? Speak to your cat and dog. Speak to yourself sometime when you're cleaning up. Speak to God. He loved that. He honored that. And when you look back over your life and you see yourself start elevating and other people on the outside looking in and they wondering how you got to the place you at, because you have faith in God and you have faith in yourself and you just didn't give up. You made a way out of no way. That's what it means when you make a way out of no way. Man, you would talk to the wall like somebody there. You made a way out of no way. You got life within yourself still. That means you got a purpose. It's not too late to change from nothing. I don't care what it is. Anybody can bounce. God give the key to everything in this world right now. Every single thing. I don't care if you're in trouble. I don't care if you did something wrong. I don't care what it is. God give the key to every single thing in this world, right? He give the key to it. It's easy to bounce back out of foolishness. It's easy. Sometimes people stay in foolishness because they don't have no other way out. But I promise you, there's a way out of everything. If I can heal myself from sugar diabetes, high blood pressure, and other things, and if God tell me it's a key to everything in this world, you just got to have the right door to fit that key in. You sit and meditate to God and pray and he'll give you the answers. It's a key to every single thing. I don't care what it is, good or bad, it's a key to every single thing in life. And I'm figuring that out. Keep your faith is what gonna carry you. Somebody said they got doubt in what you think. You keep your faith. Because while they sitting there doubting in what you believe in, when they see you elevate, they're gonna come back and ask you how you got where you at. Their mind can't even fathom and understand how you got there. Now they want to know. And if God said don't speak at that time, don't speak until God tell you to do so. So y'all have a nice one. I hope y'all had a good new year to each and every one of y'all.